What's up everybody, Newman back. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a Godzilla Monster Planet video. Today we're going to be doing Godzilla's biology and origins explained. All information in this video comes from Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. Not too much is known about Godzilla's origins, but we do know he leaves heavy radiation in his wake. This means that his origins might be very similar to the standard origins of Godzilla. Godzilla is stated to be a genetic defect and therefore not a normal creature. Because we know that Godzilla can go dormant for thousands of years at a time in order to live, it is possible that he was around on Earth for thousands of years before he finally showed up in 2030. Godzilla Earth, which is the Godzilla who attacked Earth back in the 2030 era, and then shows up at the end of the movie as a 300-meter tall monster, has lived dormant underground for 20,000 years, or at least he is dormant underground for thousands of years before our main characters arrive on Earth 20,000 years in the future. I guess Godzilla can do that now, although we've never had any Godzilla be able to do something like that before, outside of maybe Godzilla 1964, who was buried underground for long periods of time. This Godzilla is said to be hyper-intelligent compared to all previous incarnations. He is also said to have had full awareness of his surroundings, meaning if you're walking behind him, he'll know you're there. This Godzilla is stated to be on the level and above GMK's Godzilla, who is previously considered to be one of the smartest Godzillas of all time. Godzilla is stated to be a genetic abnormality. He is an abomination and not natural, meaning he quote-unquote can't reproduce. Although he does actually wind up asexually reproducing in the movie, it seems like it is unlikely that there will be lots of Godzillas. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It is mentioned not once but twice that Godzilla can't multiply into more versions of Godzilla. It's stated on multiple occasions that there shouldn't be able to be more Godzillas. Godzilla can live for over 20,000 years because he goes dormant on a repeating cycle for thousands of years at a time. It is stated that even if Godzilla can asexually multiply, there would be very few Godzillas able to survive due to the perfection it takes to get Godzilla right. The humans talk about how Godzilla might be immortal. However, although it is not known if Godzilla is immortal, it is very unlikely, seeing as though one Godzilla blows up at the end of the film. I'd say that confirms him to be pretty mortal. However, there is a possibility that Godzilla Phileas could still be alive and regenerating, but this is very, very unlikely, and I personally don't believe it's gonna happen, and I don't think it'd make for a very good sequel either if that Godzilla can just regenerate. I think he is dead for good. Godzilla has something of a Regenerator G1 on steroids in this movie. He is stated to have tremendous regenerative abilities, and the only other Godzilla we've ever had that has really had this played up would be Godzilla 2000. The environment has adapted to Godzilla. This means that plants are now metallic and sharp like razors due to them taking on the effect of Godzilla's skin. The new Earth plants and the servums have a lot of similarities to Godzilla. When the news broke a few months ago that Godzilla was part plant in this movie, this is what it was talking about. Godzilla isn't Grootzilla, he's just Godzilla. The reason he has relation to plants is because, for some reason we don't quite know yet, he has adapted the entire environment of Earth to be related to him, meaning that the new plants on Earth, not the old ones, are related to Godzilla. Godzilla is not a plant, plants are Godzilla. That's a better way of putting it. Haruo discovers Godzilla has an electromagnetic shield under his body's surface. Godzilla's body is built like a quote-unquote big coil. It's all wrapped around this electromagnetic shield. Godzilla's cells can power some sort of electromagnetic pulse.
That is not a transformer malfunction. That is an electromagnetic pulse. It affects everything electrical for miles and miles, and it is happening again.
He is stated to be one big magnet pulling himself together because he has metallic skin. Godzilla also generates a permeable shield. This means that the only things that can contact his body would be water and gas, so missiles and tanks and guns would have no effect on him. Every 1/10,000th of a second, Godzilla's shield drops due to a noise being emitted from his body. If this noise is amplified, the shield will be dropped permanently. However, the noise can only emit from one organ, meaning that this organ would have to be stimulated to break the shield. But the problem is, even if the organ is discovered, it will regenerate after being destroyed, unless the organ that helps Godzilla's regeneration is also destroyed, meaning not one organ but two organs have to be destroyed in the movie. If the organ that emits the sound is destroyed and a counter EMP is placed inside Godzilla's body when the organ is regenerating, Godzilla's shield will be neutralized as a result of the sound being amplified. Godzilla and the Servum, the Godzilla subspecies, and the plants on the planet all have metallic properties, and this can be heard when they move. Godzilla possesses some sort of magnetic abilities, however we don't know the extent to this. The Servums do as well. Also, the trees emit magnetic and slightly metallic materials into the atmosphere. This is their pollen. We know that it has the ability to block reception from Earth to space communications due to its heavy density. It is also speculated that everything on the planet might have become related to Godzilla for some reason. So that's about all we know for Godzilla's origins in this Monster Planet timeline. I won't be surprised if we get a full backstory fleshing that out in the next movie, or if the Godzilla prequel manga goes more in depth into Godzilla's origins and who he is, what he is. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. D-Man, out.